Every student needs to understand the global economy. They need to understand the complex problems that we're all associated with, to be able to look at these problems, diagnose what's happening, and come up with creative and innovative solutions.
This is exactly what Dickinson needs. This is the kind of program that will fire up our students.
Dickinson is in a really competitive space, and if we're going to win, you have to be innovative, you have to do things creatively.
So many colleges and universities have business majors. What Dickinson is doing is saying that all of our students, regardless of major, regardless of where they end up in the world, can have the opportunity to learn about the global economy.
Here they're going to be developing a 4-year portfolio that is going to set them apart and create a competitive advantage as they begin to launch their career.
So far, I've been able to attend 4 really incredible programs with the Burgess Institute, experiences that usually I would expect to only get post-graduation.
As a first-year student, it's an incredible resume builder.
That goes beyond the classroom. You have site visits to companies owned by Dickinson alums. You have the Finance and Business Network, treks to New York, treks to companies like Morgan Stanley and Google. And so there's all these ways that the Burgess Institute helps.
Many times they have an internship, and whether they like it or don't like it, that's one experience. We want to be able to provide students with several experiences.
We've had a lot of different executives and residents and just alumni speakers that have come to speak to us, and every single one of them tells us how they wish they would have had something like this when they were on campus.
Being a part of the Burgess Institute, it allows individuals to come back to Dickinson who have had that lived experience, who have learned in that experience, and also have cultivated a lot of relationships in those experiences to then give back to students.
When I was first asked to come back as executive in residence, I said, if we do this, I want to do it in the broadest way possible so that we can remind everybody of what is possible when you have a Dickinson education. What we've done with the Burgess Institute is an extraordinary commitment to thought leadership.
I took some business-oriented classes here at Dickinson, but having something like the Burgess Institute that's really focused on leadership, those skills are going to be applicable to any industry, any discipline, any role. For me, the best part has easily been hearing the students' questions. It's been quite inspiring.
I was able to ask him a question about recruitment. It was a really good insight to see into the mind of someone who is hiring people like me. He talked about how he likes to hire people with hustle and grit. And so now I know to focus on those things in interviews because that's what recruiters are looking for. And I heard that directly from Nate Mitchell.
The Burgess is like no other program at a liberal arts college. And when you really think about it, that's what Dickinson's about. It's about being cutting edge, it's about looking forward, it's about giving our students the opportunity to excel and to be leaders in the world.